As always, I'm going to have some links down below to credit where I'm getting my information from. Right out of the gate, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to release 10 days early and is going to be slated for February the 4th, 2025 instead of Valentine's Day. So that is really good news indeed, as well as 2 days ago, IGN posted the first 43 minutes, in-depth, hands-on, has the potential to be a medieval masterpiece simply because the sequel plays better in all of the right ways so far. So that is great to see. We've got a 10-minute video here. If you scroll down, there is a whopping 43 minutes, and it says IGN first. I think it's because literally they're the ones that got some of this footage and nobody else could. So I just wanted to share that with you. When it comes to Path of Exile 2, it launches today in early access. It's technically the beta for people that paid for early access because the game is going to end up becoming free-to-play at some point. The devs did not anticipate over 1 million concurrent players that are going to try and log in. As of yesterday, if you tried, there was literally tens of thousands of people in the queue. There's been a small update. Now that queue is gone, it is being said by the developers again that things are probably going to be a little rough over the weekend, but that they did buy and upgrade their cloud capacities and that those servers will be coming online shortly. But they do have some slight concerns on the back end of things as to how things are going to work out. And they wanted to also thank the people for the, crazy support that they have been getting so far. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, okay? There is talk here about somebody saying that the game is woke and they are simply fed up with it because it's got a strong, independent woman who's in the game. Well, first of all, if you've ever seen any of the Indiana Jones, and I've seen them all live, okay, in the goddamn theater, that's how old my ass is. Yeah, I think I've seen most of them in the theater. I mean, 81, 78, 79. Yeah, I think I did see them all, literally. So one person said here, the issue isn't the existence of a female sidekick. Well, that can't be an issue because there's one in like every movie. The issue is that she's certainly going to fit the incredibly annoying girl boss stereotype. She's always going to do better than Indy, or at least as well in all things. She's never going to need rescuing. She's going to be a strong, independent woman who doesn't need men for anything. Most likely, she's going to despise men in general for whatever reason. People are completely fed up with the stereotype and they want it to go away. On a small note, I actually get what they are saying, whoever this person is. Probably a guy. I get what they're saying. Because with DEI and the whole woke thing, there is absolutely no doubt that that is playing a role in today's unfortunate modern society. There's no doubt. The problem is that we use that word every single time we see somebody that doesn't generally fit what people would think is the norm. Oh my God, I was on Delta Airlines and the pilot was black. I thought we were going to crash. DEI is like, there are people out there that aren't white, that are pilots. Just because you've never seen one doesn't mean they don't exist. I have met every single pilot on every plane I've ever been on. You'd be amazed how many times I've flown in my life. I personally have never seen a black pilot, but if I did see one, I wouldn't be chanting Hail Mary, Mother full of grace, or whatever the thing is, and praying that I'm going to be protected. Again, I get it. On one side of that argument, it is true that sometimes some people are just thrown in for DEI, literally right in the acronym, right? But you can't do that every time you see it. And one of the things that sparked a YouTuber, I don't even want to show his fucking channel. His main reason for thinking it was automatically going to be woke is because one of the senior programmers or whatever was wearing an LGBT rainbow t-shirt He had the nose piercing, shaved head on one side, the long hair on the other side. And yeah, I get it. It's like, oh boy, we're going to start seeing rainbows and stuff like that in a game that's depicted to have been taking place in the 30s and 40s, right? Like some games did with, what's that game that came out in the last year that flopped really hard? Suicide Justice League. You'd go to the main town and it would say everybody's welcome with a rainbow. It's like, really get that shit out of our games. Everybody should be welcomed regardless of who you are. Why are we pandering to like 1 or 2% of the population? Nobody should ever be ridiculed for who they are. What should be ridiculed is when you're overly emphasizing that you're supporting someone. It's just very bizarre. It's like when I walked into Best Buy and it says all are welcome with a rainbow sticker. I wasn't triggered by the rainbow sticker. I rolled my eyes because I'm like, if people are just going in to shop to buy a webcam or a keyboard for their computer or television. Nobody gives a fuck what you do behind closed doors. Nobody's going to walk up to you in the store and be like, you smell like you are a part of the LGBT. Shame on you. Like, no one's doing that. Everybody should be welcome, period, no matter what. So yes, it can go too far. Absolutely. The whole woke thing. Absolutely, it can go too far. Again, the point of this rant is to talk to you about the fact that not everything is always going to be DEI woke shit. Did we forget 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark with Marion Ravenwood? Do you not remember how strong and independent of a woman she was? Or Dr. Elsa Schneider in 89's The Last Crusade for Indiana Jones, okay? Another strong, independent. These are girl bosses, if I've ever seen them, dating back several decades to when I was practically in diapers. And I'm 46 years old. Were we screaming, oh, it's woke, DEI? No, we weren't. We're doing it now because, yes, it is happening more. But not everything is woke. Not everything's DEI, and I feel like a lot of people just do that. Oh, yeah, fuck this game. Fuck this crap. And they'll just go on about it, and honestly, I think it's because they're just fishing for views, because it's the cool thing to do when you shit on it. Shit on it when you know for a fact that that is what's going on. From all the footage that I've seen, from watching Carrick from ACG's review, and just a lot of footage, and potentially my own footage that I'm going to see if I decide to upgrade my Game Pass on PC to the premium so I could play it 3 days early, I have seen no signs of this game being woke in any shape or form whatsoever. We are judging people by how they look, and we're assuming, even if 90% of the time it's accurate, there's still that 10% of the time where you're not, and you can end up looking like a fucking jackass. Take a look at the footage, the gameplay of the footage. See for yourself before you full out launch an assault and start review bombing the game. But there is one place. There is one place that I agreed with that YouTuber. Is when they released a lot of the launch trailers and stuff like that. They had it so that the thumbs down was disabled and you couldn't comment. That to me is fucking pathetic. So yes, I am going to call that out. You should be able to, especially if you did spend your hard-earned money on the game and you don't like it. Okay, you should be able to vote. You should be able to give it a thumbs down. I really hate that they hid that. Even like on my channel, and I think everybody else's, you could see how many thumbs up are on a channel or a video, but you can't see how many thumbs down are on a video, I don't think. They removed it, or there's an option to hide it. I think that shit is ridiculous. So again, in closing, I want you to understand something. Yes, I know that it's a thing. I'm not saying that the whole woke DEI thing isn't a thing and that it's being overly used. I'm not denying that. I'm saying I'm not seeing evidence of this in this particular case with this game. I strongly feel like this is a solid game that pays honorable homage to the franchise, and I think this is probably the best Indiana Jones game since the fucking 90s. And I haven't even played the game yet. Okay? Bit of a rant. These are actually some of my favorite videos on my channel to make, truth be told. These, oh, game's coming out early. Oh, the game looks promising. Hey, take a look at the first 43 minutes. It's not my footage, but it doesn't matter whose it is. You could see it. Maybe you weren't aware that this was a thing. And, yeah. So there you have it. I think I'm done. 10 minutes, not too bad. Don't worry. No mid-roll ads for this shit. Thumbs up as always if you do like the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm in trying so desperately to make me a little wee bit more relevant in the search results. When people are looking shit up, it's a lot more than just a happy feel-good moment I get when I see 2 or 3 likes on a video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, exactly. Obviously, that would be great. Oh, make sure you like and smash. Oh, shut the fuck up. If you want to, go ahead. If you don't, I'm just glad you clicked on the video to begin with. Maybe in 25 years, I'll actually be able to earn $1 per gaming news video that I make. I'd like to think I'm worth at least that. Right? If Asmongold is worth millions of dollars, I'd like to think I'm worth dozens of dollars, maybe a couple of $100 here and there. It'd be pretty cool for sure. All right, take care, and perhaps I shall see some of you in the next one, if I am lucky. Bye for now.